They surrounded me in the cafeteria like predators closing in on prey. 3 boys, shoulders squared, eyes cold with that particular cruelty teenagers reserve for anyone they deem unworthy. The tallest one grabbed my tray and slammed it down, sending food flying across the table. The entire cafeteria went silent. Everyone watched. Some pulled out their phones. No one moved to help. They thought I'd cry, maybe run away like the scared new girl I appeared to be. They didn't know about the 2 years I spent at Redwood Military Academy. They didn't know about the black belt hanging in my closet or the discipline drilled into every fiber of my being. What happened in the next 60 seconds would become the most viewed video in our school's history. My name is Elena Reeves, and 3 weeks earlier, I'd walked through the doors of Lincoln High as the invisible girl nobody noticed. Moving from a strict military academy to a regular public school felt like stepping into an alien world. At Redwood, every morning started at dawn with physical training. Discipline wasn't just encouraged, it was mandatory. We learned hand-to-hand combat, strategic thinking, and something more important, how to stay calm when chaos erupts around you. I'd left Redwood because my father's military assignment ended, pulling our family across the country. My parents thought a normal school would be good for me, help me socialize in regular ways. But teenagers have a hierarchy, and new students enter at the bottom. I kept my military background quiet, hoping to blend in. I dressed like everyone else, spoke softly, tried to make myself smaller. For 3 weeks, I was just another face in crowded hallways, until lunch period on that particular Thursday, when everything changed. The 3 boys had targeted me from my first day, though I'd tried to ignore it. Jake Patterson was the ringleader, captain of the wrestling team, son of the school board president, untouchable by normal consequences. His friends, Marcus and Tyler, followed his lead in everything. They'd started small, knocking books from my hands, shoulder-checking me in hallways, whispered comments just loud enough for me to hear. Classic intimidation tactics designed to establish dominance without crossing obvious lines. But bullies escalate when their victims don't react the way they expect. My silence wasn't fear. It was assessment. At Redwood, we learned that real strength means choosing when to engage. Every insult, every shove I cataloged and filed away. I watched their patterns, studied their movements, noted which teachers looked the other way. That Thursday, something shifted in Jake's approach. Maybe my lack of response frustrated him. Maybe he needed a bigger performance to maintain his status. The cafeteria was packed, every table filled with witnesses. He approached with his friends flanking him, that particular swagger that screams entitlement. I sat alone as usual, reading while eating. I saw them coming in my peripheral vision, but didn't acknowledge them. That was my first mistake, or maybe my first strategic decision. When Jake grabbed my tray, the room's energy changed instantly. This wasn't casual harassment anymore. This was a public challenge, and everyone knew it. Food splattered across my uniform shirt, the one thing I still wore from Redwood, though I'd removed the patches. Jake leaned down, his face inches from mine, breath hot with cafeteria pizza. "Welcome to Lincoln, military brat," he hissed. His hand shot out, grabbing my collar. That's when muscle memory took over. My training kicked in before conscious thought could interfere. I'd spent hundreds of hours practicing defensive maneuvers until they became instinct. My hand intercepted his wrist with a precision grip, thumb pressing the pressure point my instructors had drilled into me. His eyes widened. Surprise, then pain. In one fluid motion I stood, using his own momentum and body weight against him. 2 seconds later, Jake Patterson was face down on the cafeteria table, arms secured in a lock that would snap his elbow if he struggled. The cafeteria exploded with noise. Phones appeared instantly, dozens of them, capturing every angle. Marcus lunged forward to help his friend, but years of training against multiple opponents made his clumsy attack laughably predictable. I released Jake and sidestepped, letting Marcus's momentum carry him past me. He stumbled into the same table. Tyler, witnessing his friend's humiliation, froze completely. Smart choice. The aftermath came swiftly. The principal's office, my parents called, security footage reviewed. But here's what the administrators discovered. I never threw a punch. Every movement was defensive, textbook self-protection. The videos students uploaded showed Jake attacking first, me responding with controlled precision that stopped threats without causing real injury. My military academy training included detailed instruction on legal self-defense. We knew exactly where the line was. Jake Patterson faced suspension. His father's position on the school board couldn't erase video evidence watched by thousands. Marcus and Tyler received similar consequences. More importantly, the social hierarchy they'd built on intimidation crumbled instantly. Nobody fears bullies once they've seen them neutralized by their chosen victim. The story spread beyond our school. Local news picked it up, then regional outlets. Military Academy student defends herself against 3 attackers became a viral narrative about standing up to bullies. I never wanted fame, but the attention sent a message to every student who'd ever been targeted. You don't have to accept abuse. Here's what I learned that day. Real strength isn't about dominating others. It's about protecting yourself and refusing to be diminished. Training gave me skills, but courage came from knowing my worth wasn't determined by people who tried to tear me down. Sometimes the quietest person in the room is the one you should never underestimate.